Hi all. This is going to be another spontaneous one. I thought sorry about yesterday. All good plans, all good intentions. And I'm sorry. I really missed you guys. So I thought, do you know what? Rather than doing a foundation, because I'm running out of foundations now anyway, that I would do a get ready with me. So now listen, if you don't manage to join me, please no need to send me apologies because obviously I'm completely ad hoc this week. And just catch up with me when you can. And this is too bright still, isn't it? Let me just turn this down a bit. Better. Okay, so while I'm waiting for people to join, I thought I'd use my Foreo and do a bit of skincare. Hello, Thorndyke. Hello. Wow, you're up. What time is it over there? I'm going to do my Foreo device. And I'm going to try and do it manually so you can see the whole... Now, I'm using the new one that I got. I'm using... Sorry about yesterday, guys. My other half came home and he was doing some online training. And he doesn't like doing computer stuff, so he was... even if I had kicked him off the table, hi Deborah, you'd have heard a lot of swearing in the background because he hates computers. Right, I'm just going to put on my Foreo device. I'm going to see if I can fire it up manually. I should be able to. And I'm putting on a new one that I got called Youth Junkie, which is very creamy. And thought I'd do this to prep my face. Now, I turn it on and I need to press it once it clicks. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, now it should actually tell the machine that I have got Youth Junkie on. Good morning, Pamela. Oh, it's heating up and it's doing something. Right, now Youth Junkie's got a lot of red light. Hello, Leslie. Because red light, can you see? Red light is good for anti-aging. And I didn't sleep very well again last night. So I wanted to go, instead of doing a Foundation Friday, because I missed you all last week. Yesterday, I should say. Here it goes, buzzing away. I thought I'll do the live today so I can chat to you guys. Because I'm stuck indoors with my foot up and it's driving me nuts. So this will target signs of aging. And it is very gentle. So I wouldn't run the cleanser under my eyes. But I do run this under a little bit. And sometimes I just shut my eyes and do that. Especially with the eye one that's cooling. So you probably all saw this the other day, but I thought I'd prep my face. And I thought, do you know what? I feel in a Christmassy kind of... I know I've done burgundy before, but burgundy and gold. And I thought, Huda Beauty, let's use some of the palettes that I've got before buying some new. And I just saw a really interesting video coming up in my suggested videos. Oh, look, it's gone green now. Which is talking about all the new palettes, Sultry, Norvina, the nude palette, and which one to get, because I got such in a flummox, I just didn't want to get any of them. And then I thought I've got enough palettes. Now this is now slowing down. And sometimes I actually repeat the treatment, but I won't do today. So there we go. But actually there's enough on my face to repeat the treatment. So what you guys been up to this week? Now what I thought I'd do, because I am running out of foundations, believe it or not. Not completely, but I'm sort of left with ones that I don't particularly think a lot of, and I should have kind of interspersed them a bit more. But this one I do think a lot of, but I don't use it a lot, but I'm going to use it today. I use it more as a concealer because it's very, very, it's therapeutic, is it? Great. Well, it's very therapeutic being on the receiving end as well. So there, this is my bare skin. So this is after 2 weeks of using the Foreo. I think it's making a bit of a difference. But sometimes I'm sort of very wary, because that's why I take photographs, because I'm just very wary of the placebo effect. You know, if someone tells you something's going to work, then you're kind of watching out for it. And also the skin does take up. But I put on a mask the other day and I felt my skin peeling, which is good, because it obviously it's encouraging cell turnover. And I didn't use a peel, it just, I felt it peeling. So that means it's kind of going into a new cycle. Do you ever get that with your skincare, that you put it on one day and you start to feel your skin peeling and new skin underneath? Right, now what I thought I'd do is I would use, let me just put some moisturiser on. I'll put on some of Charlotte's. I keep mixing these up. I keep thinking this is the eye cream and this is the magic cream, because I got it in this set, but actually that's the magic cream because it's a travel one, and that's a full-size eye cream. Only disadvantage of that set. I thought what I'd do today is use the double wear, but the maximum cover, because I haven't used that for a while. Now it is full coverage. Very good for hyperpigmentation. Very good for covering that. Very good for covering anything, to be honest. A lot of makeup artists carry it in their kit and use it as a concealer. But I thought to sheer it out a little bit, I'd use a bit of Flawless Filter and see what that's like. Right, so that's my eye cream. And the other thing was, anyone that says I'm being rough around my eyes, I was watching, I've told you I've been watching Dr. Sam Bunting, I think her name is. And she says there's nothing wrong in kind of being a bit firm. It's not dragging, but actually that it's good because it gets your circulation going. And she's not a fan of tapping for that reason, that you need to stimulate. It kind of makes sense. I really don't think by being a bit firmer you're going to cause wrinkles. I know some people do. You need to go. Okay, no worries, Deborah. As I said, this week I haven't planned any of my get ready with me's, my lives. So, you know, I'm just kind of coming on the off chance that you're available. No need to apologise, because as I said, I haven't planned them anyway. And even if I have, you know, you guys have got things you got to do. If you're available, then come and join me. And if you're not, catch me later. Take care. Have a great day. Now, I'll just put some magic cream on. And the other thing she says about putting on moisturiser is not to rub it into your hands. Bye! Not to rub it into your hands, but to put it on your face, because otherwise you'll get it all on your hands. Which kind of makes sense. And also that way you know that you've applied it evenly on your face. Rather than, because if you put it on your hands and then you start applying, you're going to put most of it there and not enough around the edges, which is actually, if you're like me, if you've got combination skin, you actually need it more around the edges than in the middle. So I do that with the night cream, because I think otherwise it just goes on a bit too sticky. Right, so that's my face all prepped up. Now, having just done Korean skincare, you'd think I'd put on a light coverage, wouldn't you? But I like to be awkward. So I'm going to mix this. So this is Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now, you know that they do different coverages of double wear. So they do really light ones and they do light and matte ones recently. And then there's a slightly more coverage. Then there's the original formula. And then there's this maximum coverage. And I got this when my pigmentation was really bad. Because if I show you, from what you can see still left of that thing on my head, if I just take a tiny bit of that on my finger and do that, it will just cover it straight up. It's just insane coverage. But what I'm going to do is put some of that on the back of my hand. It doesn't come in as many shades as I think the regular one, although they're bringing out more shades. But it's very good because once you put this on, really, if you put this on its own, you don't need a concealer. So, you know, again, it's something you can use if you're in a rush and you don't want to be using multiple products. Now, I'm just going to mix it with a bit of this Flawless Filter to give it a bit more of a glow. And I am getting paler now. Oh, you should try, Ellis. Hang on. Live chat. Oh, I've missed a few of you. Right, I'm getting ready with you. Hair appointment this morning. Should try Ellis Fast Foundation. I think, did you mention, was it you or somebody mentioned that to me before? I will. I want to start using these ones up because I have got an insane amount of foundations. If you look back to my Foundation Fridays, you will see. And then, yeah, any that you suggest, I'll put them on my list and they'll be the ones that I get next. So I'm just mixing those two together on the back of my hand. And I really haven't used a lot because when you start to put this on, it is really insane coverage, as you will see. If I just do this side, you will see you don't need a lot. So Thorndike, this might be one for you. Like we talked about hyperpigmentation, or you can use it as a concealer and then you can blend it out to use it as a foundation. It is very good, and I think it's one of those like Dermablend that a lot of people suggest for kind of scarring or hyperpigmentation. But you'll see what I mean. So if I just zoom in there where you can see all my bits of hyperpigmentation and I just do that, it's gone. Yeah, it is full coverage. The reason I mixed it with the Flawless Filter is because it's full coverage. You just got to be really careful that you don't use too much and you blend it in, otherwise you're just going to look a bit like a ghost. And make sure you get a good match as well. I mean, you can always, if you can't get a good match, you're always better going on the lighter side because you can always bronze up a bit afterwards rather than going too dark. But yes, this is brilliant for covering hyperpigmentation. See, gone. So this is what it looks like. So it's Estee Lauder Double Wear, but it's called Maximum Cover. Camouflage makeup for face and body. So you can actually get this to cover scars on your body as well. So that's the one. But yeah, it's available on Estee Lauder. And I've still got that much left that I don't really need. I'll put a bit on my neck. But I really don't need. What I'll do is with my finger, I'll just dab some under my eyes to give me a bit more coverage under the eyes and use it as a concealer. But actually this is what most makeup artists use it as. Because of the coverage, they use it as a concealer. Now that was a tiny amount because I mixed it with Flawless Filter and I've still got Hi, Helena. So that's Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover. Now, I'm going to go a bit bonkers today because I've also got this Studio Fix foundation, powder foundation, and I'm just going to set it with that, which is maximum cover. But I just feel like, you know, some days, like, because I didn't sleep very well last night, I just feel, even though my skin probably doesn't look that bad, I just feel like I want to cover up, to feel a little bit more, I don't know, a bit more like me and not pasty. And but what I'm doing is I'm just putting this on with a setting brush. This is the Real Techniques. I love this brush. It is so versatile. And I've actually seen Pixie Woo putting this on, putting foundation on with this brush, which I haven't tried. But I love it for putting on under eye powder. So this is just MAC Studio Fix foundation, and what it is it's an NW shade. So that, because I find that a lot of foundations that sort of match me tend to be a bit too yellow, because I'm a little bit olive but not completely. I'm sorry for those of you that have been following me for a while, because you've heard all this before. But because I'm a little bit olive but not completely olive, they tend to make me look a bit on the yellow side. So by getting an NW, which is more pink based, it kind of neutralises the yellowness and takes the yellow tinge off. It still keeps me with a little bit, which is in my skin tone, but it doesn't make me look too yellow. Because obviously there's varying degrees of olive. That'll do. You see, it just allows you to just get into where you need to get into, really. Right, I thought I'd use Huda today. I'm not going to... I did get my Huda concealer, but I don't need it now, because actually that's done the job. And I was going to use some Shadow Insurance. Do you know what it is? It's my fire alarm, but don't worry, it's an old one. I've got a new one, and I just need to rip it off the wall. And I just haven't got round to doing it. In fact, it's not really my job because I can't reach it and I can't get up a step stool. So I need to nag somebody to do it for me. So yeah, my chirpy cheap fire alarm. But have no fear, because I do have a working fire alarm. It's an old one that just needs to be pulled off the wall. Now. What I'm going to do is, so I'm going to use today this Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. Because I've been so tempted looking at the nude palette, and I thought, let's use some of these. And also, I'm in the mood for sort of gold and burgundy, and these have got some nice sort of warm gold and burgundy shades. I will get rid of the chirpiness soon. So I'm just going to go in with Eden, and I'm actually going to use this setting brush, because I've just used it for face powder, so it's not dirty. And just use this as a bit of a transition shade. And the other side. So this is this shade here. Have any of you got any questions, by the way? Oh, this one. So it's like a peach. It's a matte peach shade. And then I'll need to get a few more eyeshadow brushes. I'm just feeling in the Christmassy mood with makeup. some eyeshadow brushes. So let's get a smudger brush and a blending brush. Do you know what? You just get used to it. I hadn't even noticed it until you mentioned it. I think after a while you don't even notice it. See, I notice it now because you've drawn my attention to it. But other than that, I've just got used to it. But I know what you mean, because at the beginning I couldn't bear it. And now you get a bit desensitized to it. Now I'm just going to build this up actually with this one called Blazing, which is down here. What is your favourite blending brush? My favourite blending brush is, have I got it here? If I've got it within reach, it's the MAC 217. I love that one. It is my favourite. I'm not sure that I've got it here. I've got it here, but not within reach. I'll have a look. If I've got it here, I'll use it, because it is a good one. Actually, I might have it here. It's not cheap, but you know, you can buy a lot of cheap brushes, and I think that one kind of makes all the others redundant, really. So sorry, while I'm looking, I might be missing some of your comments, but I'm sure it's in here. Is it? That's a MAC one. I bet it's in here. Let's see. Come on, blending brush. I bet you're in here. I have the nude palette. Too many glitters, not nude at all. Thank you for that feedback, because I was tempted, but then I've seen it's had mixed reviews. And I'm getting to the point where I've got a lot of shadows. I don't think I'm going to find this one. No. I'm sure it's in it, though. I'm sure it's in this case. And I bet you I'll find it afterwards. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, the MAC 217, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I found every other one but the MAC 217. But that is definitely my favourite one. I do like Real Techniques brushes as well. I like the look, the aesthetics. How are you? I'm fine, thank you, Mimi. Yeah, can't find it. It's here somewhere, but I'll just use Charlotte's for now. Charlotte's is quite good. But I do, it definitely, the MAC 217 is my favourite. Right, so I'm just going to use this one Blazing at the bottom and just build up this colour a little bit in the crease. Because I need to get on with this, don't I? My lives end up being so long. Poor people watching them back. I do feel sorry for them. That's why I put the timestamps afterwards. No one wants to sit through over an hour worth of me blathering on. So I will film some videos over the weekend if I can. So that's just building up a little bit, and I'll run a little bit of that and the peach underneath. Never enough shadows. But do you know what I mean about, you get to a point where you have got most colours. I mean, granted, they might not all be together in one palette, but you think, well, I've got that, and I've got that, and I've got, oh, I've got burgundy, and I've got blue, and you get to a point where something's got to really inspire you to get it. Now I'm going to use saffron, and I'm going to put that on with a pencil brush and tuck it right into the corner and build up the intensity quite a bit, and then blend it in. Do 80s look. Oh no, I'm not an 80s look. I was a bit of an 80s girl. Now, in the 80s, what I would do is I would do, instead of building it up like this, I'd actually have a rainbow effect. So I'd start out here and then I'd go a bit lighter and a bit darker and a bit, is it that way around? Yeah, until you had like a rainbow effect. I take it you like the 80s then. I think I'm a bit old for the 80s look now, even though it was my era. But no, I will do one, but I will do it sometime, yeah. I remember that you used to get these blushes, because I was an Avon rep when I was 15, and my mum stood guarantor, and you used to get these blushes, and they'd come like in three, so it wasn't, they didn't call them contours, so you get three shades, and they'd be like dark, medium, and light blushes, and they sort of tell you how to apply them on your face with this diagram. So you always ended up looking like you got three stripes because they didn't really explain how to blend them and they weren't that sophisticated. So you ended up like with these three blush stripes down your face. The other thing I used to get was, because there was all coloured mascaras at one point, and because my lashes were thick and almost black, it didn't matter what colour mascara I put on, they just looked black. So I went out and I bought a white mascara. They actually sold white mascara, and I put about 3 coats of white mascara on first and then put turquoise, and I loved it. It's like, I've got turquoise lashes. Whoa. It's great. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of, I'm just going to use the desert sand in the top here to highlight. And I might go back in and intensify this a bit more. But what I'm going to do next is go in with Celestial with my finger. So this is Celestial. Yeah. And I am going to, I don't know whether to do that or Nefertiti. No, Celestial it is. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Uh, Not brilliant. To be honest, I can't, because it's all bandaged up. I'm not going to know whether it's any better. Thank you for asking. Until Tuesday. But Tuesday is not a good day because what they do is well, I won't go into detail because it's a bit gory, but to encourage the healing, they basically have to encourage the healing by hacking away at it a bit, if you know what I mean, by making the skin that's dead kind of pink, get into the pink underneath. And so Tuesday night, I'm normally in agony. So Tuesday night at the moment is now our takeaway night until further notice. It's KFC for everyone, brought back by my other half. So that's the gold. I'm going to run a bit more of the saffron underneath. Now I'm going to get some black. I haven't finished with the eyes, but I'm going to get a bit of black eyeliner. Where are you? I shall use my this one that came with my mascara. I'm going to do something a bit more bold in a second. Should have got Daniel's smudge brush because that's brilliant for smudging these liners in. I've also been road testing a drugstore lash serum, lash and brow serum, because I wanted to start using one, but I didn't really want to spend the amount on this kind of Revitalash products. And they had an offer on in Superdrug that you could get basically, instead of 3 for 2, it was 3 for the price of 1. Oh, brilliant! I love to hear that. That's great. So let me know what your mum's channel's called and I'll subscribe. That's great. We should all encourage one another. Oh, wow, that sounds great. Naked Cherry with blue mascara. Oh, okay, well, when she opens her channel, I tell you what, when I got Naked Heat, I got a red mascara. It's sort of a burgundy red. I probably still got it. I have still got it. If I can put my hands on it, I might put it on my lower lashes. Right, I'm not going to put eye primer. I'm not going to curl my lashes because otherwise we'll be here forever. But I'll just put this curling one on. Oh, that's really sweet. That's great. Well, I'm so pleased because I like to inspire others. For me, you see, I've come out of a very stressful managerial job, and to go from that to just being told to sit with my feet up and not go out, I'd go bonkers if I didn't do something. And my consultant told me to do something I love because it will help me when I'm in pain or whatever. It'll, it's the best kind of, what do they call it? Mindfulness technique is to kind of do something that you love because you get really focused in on it and it really helps. And so that's why I did what I did. And I'm really pleased. And it's so liberating. I said this on Instagram because it's the one thing that I've done in my life that I've not had to set myself a target to, it doesn't matter if I don't get 1,000 subscribers. It'd be great, but it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. I'm not got to get like a PR. I haven't got to get on someone's PR list. If I'm in pain, I don't have to log on Tuesday and do a video because you guys understand, it's nobody's paying me to do it. And it's so liberating. Everyone should find something like that in their lives that they do just because they love it, and for no other reason. And then anything good that happens is just a bonus. And I've had some great things happen. I mean, the messages that Daniel sent me are just out of this world, Daniel Sandler. And, it's just been lovely. And the support from Beauty in the Boutique and, companies that really appreciate you. Now, I'm just going to finish this off by using this, which I got a long time ago. I used one called... I used a burgundy one recently, but this was one I got about 1.5 years ago. It's not dried up, but it's called Rose Gold Retro, and it's a Stila liquid eyeshadow, but it's got glitter in it. But I just want to make my lids pop even more, so I'm just going to paint that over the top. See? Oh, thank you. Well, that's the other thing. I can be honest. because no one's paying me to say it. I don't want to be cruel to anyone either, but I don't want to mislead. I'm always aware that a lot of people have said, well, I'm going to go and buy that now on the back of something that I've said. And I always say, look, I'm not responsible for what you go and buy, but I feel responsible. And if I always like to know when you say, oh, I've gone out and bought that now, because on your recommendation, I always like to know, get some feedback, because I always do feel a little bit responsible because, you're taking my word for it. But I don't, you hear all these stories and I don't know if they're true, and I don't want to get into bashing any channels or anything, but you hear stories of whether or not it's true or it's just made up, that like people are paid to say they like things, and and they negotiate with companies and say, if you pay me X amount, then I'll say that this is my favourite product. And I do think it's important that you can feel that you trust a channel. And I do look at, like, I feel like I have to look at whether or not there's affiliates. And I'm not slamming anyone for having affiliates, because some people are doing this because they need to earn money out of it. And I respect that. And, I might want to do that one day, but I quite like the freedom when I'm able to buy a certain number of products, because I'm kind of retired, whatever. But I understand that some people are relying on that for income. But, when they've got an affiliate code underneath what they've just said, it does change the dynamic. And when I've come on and said to you guys, oh, I was sent this for free, I'm always sort of feeling a bit wary, like, are they going to trust what I've said? Because I've just told you I got it for free. But yeah, it's all a funny business, isn't it? I could talk about that for hours. Now, I need a brow product, and then a lipstick, and then I better get off. So what do you think of that? That's the rose gold retro. This one is Stila do magnificent metals glitter and glow and shimmer and glow. The jewel shadow, I know. They do little sets for Christmas, I had my eye on one. I like the shimmer one. The burgundy one that I used the other day. I do like this one. In fact, the burgundy one and this together would look nice, wouldn't it? Might try that. But I think overall I'd get one glitter one, but with the sets I'd probably like the shimmer ones, because they're sort of like a liquid version of Charlotte's Colour Chameleons. The only thing I will say is, whereas with the Colour Chameleons and Eyes to Mesmerise, so cream eyeshadow or cream pencil, they help things stick on top. So like if you put a shimmery eyeshadow, it helps it stick. The only thing about these liquid ones is that they dry down completely and they don't help. I don't know if you saw when I used that one it was called Pigalle. I tried to then press one of Charlotte's pop shades on it, and it just wouldn't stick because it had completely dried down. But that, I know what CT's got in stock again. It's exciting, isn't it? You see, I got it, so, and I'm not going to get a second, but I understand some people. Does everyone know what Pamela's talking about? Charlotte Tilbury has got her Pillow Talk look back in stock. So if you missed out, now is the time to go online. And you're all going to disappear now. It's going to say I've got no viewers, because you're all going to defect over to Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, Charlotte Tilbury Cosmic Gifts. She's just put up a video. Now, I just want a brow product. Let me do this one. So, what I was saying about the serum, going back to the serum very quickly, before I do my lipstick, and then I better get off. I think the eye already, oh, did it? They're not going to leave that as limited edition. They're not, they can't, because too many people are snapping it up. I'm just using my MAC brow wand here. So this the eyelash and eyebrow serum, I've been using it for 2 weeks, and oh, well done, Pamela, you got it before it sold out. You heard January the 17th. What, for Pillow Talk? No, it's up there now. So this so it's an eyelash and eyebrow serum, and it's by Superdrug. So what I'm going to do is, do an update in 4 to 6 weeks time to show you if it works. Oh, in store. Ah, right. So it's, oh, right. It's not going to be a limited edition. I said right from the start, wouldn't be. Because when she brought out Pillow Talk lipstick, she said that was a limited edition. And it was just, and it sold out. She brought it back in stock. What are my favourite YouTube channels? Right. My favourite YouTube channels are I like Pixie Woo. So I like both Sam and Nikki. I watch Sari Rihanna. I like Sari Rihanna, by the way, does a lot of foundations because she used to have quite severe acne, and I don't think she's been posting as much recently, but she's good. I watched one woman that I think she's not getting as many views because she had a bit of a break, but she goes on absolute, Tom Ford quads are in the US. She goes on absolute mad. If you think any of you or me has got a problem with buying makeup, you need to go and watch this channel. And her name is, I mean, she's lovely though, but honestly, you will not believe it. She did a Charlotte Tilbury haul, the biggest Charlotte Tilbury haul. And I was trying to add up as she went. This haul went on for about 45 minutes. And I mean, obviously, I've probably got all the products that she hauled, but I bought them over like 2 or 3 years. She basically got them all in this box. And what's her name? Miss Demi Carla. And she's complete makeup obsessive. So I like watching that because I kind of go, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried that? The other one, I'm trying to think of the skincare expert. I like this, watching skincare experts. And also people that follow me, I like to follow them and watch their videos. Because they support me, I support them. You know, I'm really bad at recall of names. It's going to bug me now. There's a makeup artist that I really like to follow, and I just cannot think of her name at the moment, and it's gonna bug me. When I think of it, I'll post it underneath in the messages. Okay, now I want to get a Huda lipstick. What shall I use? What have I got here? No, that's a lip strobe. Excuse me a second. Trying to pick this box up. Right, that's better. Sorry about that, guys. I've got some Huda lipsticks in here, and that's just fallen out. Or are they not in here? They're not in here, that's why. They are not in here. Ah, but I have an Urban Decay. No, not that one. Nah. Saying to put red lipstick. Well, I was sort of going to do a sort of more burgundy one to go with the kind of burgundy look, but I know what you mean. I've got heat, but I think that's going to look... She likes red, does she? I suppose it's a Charlotte's Red. Which one of Charlotte's Reds? So Marilyn. You know what? I haven't got my Charlotte Tilbury near me today. It's the first time I don't have my lipsticks near me, but just bear with me a second because I should have. Aha. Now, these I got, I think, last Christmas. There's bound to be something in this little set. Here, the red edition by Huda. So there's, do you want to pick my lipstick? There you go. And we'll pick one out of these four. So this is called the red edition. So you get 4 little lipsticks in a set. So you have, yep, no reason why not. Right, so this is Heartbreaker. That's Heartbreaker. Then we have Showgirl. Then we have these are good because you get a decent amount and you can try 4 instead of 1. Material Girl. And then I could mix a couple together as well. And then we have Famous. So, oh, that's nice. So which one do you want me to, I can pick a couple. I can use a lighter one in the middle and do a kind of ombre effect if you want. Famous. That's the last one, this one, yeah? Famous. That's because I went, ooh, that's nice. It is. And I was just thinking, this one here, I might just dab in the middle. Okay, if I can work out which one that was. Showgirl, I think. Yeah, because it's got a bit more sparkle in it. I'll put a little bit of that in the middle. The good thing about these as well, you don't really have to worry about lining your lips because they're really long lasting. Right, Showgirl. How are those quads formula, Helena? What do you think? Should my... You mean these? These are really good. I tell you what, I think out of all the matte liquid lipsticks, these are my favourite formula because they don't dry out your lips. But when they dry, they really last. But they don't dry out your lips. If you put a lip strobe over the top, as I was saying the other day. Oh, okay, sorry. If you put the lip strobe over the top, then it kind of, because that's got oils in it and everything, that kind of makes it not as long lasting. But these, once they dry down, I'm trying to dry it quickly for you so I can show you. It might still come, it's still a little bit tacky, but actually, no, it's not too bad. If I do this, let me see if it comes off, but it shouldn't, because it feels like it will, because it doesn't feel really, you know how some matte liquid lipsticks really make you feel dry, but this, see, a little bit, but not a lot. And now you were talking about using lipsticks on your cheeks. You can actually use this. I would go for something a bit lighter. Hang on. The one I was using yesterday, I've got another one in a lighter shade, and that looks lovely on the cheeks. Not that one. Bear with me. Excuse me a second. I've got one this one. This is called, because this hasn't got any shimmer in, it's called Trophy Wife. And not the Trophy Wife by Fenty Beauty, which is the highlighter. This one, this is nice. But that, you have to blend a bit. And if it starts to stick, all you do is get the brush that you put your foundation on with. And that will last a long time. Well, if you think about it, they are all pigment. It's just they're marketed as one thing or another. But if something's marketed as a powder blusher, what makes it different to a powder eyeshadow other than the packaging? So there you go. That's me finished for today. And I fancy putting these in because I'm feeling sparkly. I saw these in the sale. They were only about £3. But they're fun. I know mutton dressed as lamb. I know you didn't say that, but it's what I think sometimes. But I love fun things like this. Finish off with some nice sparkly earrings to make me feel like it's Christmas. And I'm not going anywhere. But who cares? I shall glam up this afternoon. Look at that. I'm just like a little kid, you know, at a dressing table, playing dress up. My mum would have said to me, whenever I put earrings on like this, my mum used to say to me, tell me your fortune. Tell me my fortune. You can get some really nice, affordable. These were from New Look. You don't have to spend a fortune on nice jewellery. But I used to wear a lot of earrings like this when I was younger. And you can see I've got a second piercing. And I haven't used that for a long time. And I've only just started using it again. But in my creative makeup channel days. But frustratingly, when the woman did it, I don't know if you can see, but this one is closer than that one. That's a little brown spot. Hang on. Can you see? It doesn't show so much now, but if I had 2 studs in, it shows. She didn't get the spacing even. Anyway, so that's today's look. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you need any details of any of the products I've used, just ask me and I will let you know. And this is going to be my kind of foundation Friday. I might do a quick update with you later. I'll do a filmed update and show you how it lasted. But this does last very, very well. Look at... What was that from? What's that from? Oh, well, I don't know where that came from. Look at that. I will work out where all that dye has come from. It's not from a lipstick. It must be from some packaging. Who knows? All right. Take care and I'll see you very soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.